This video is actually already too chaotic for my liking. Okay, excuse the crazy background, the gaming chair. So my boyfriend Josh, he actually works at the weekends as a real estate agent. If you know real estate agents, they always work on Saturdays. He's currently left me at his house alone, but I'm gonna go and head out on my lunch break to go meet him for some coffee and some food. So this is not gonna run, like I just look so tired and I'm hot and bothered as well. It's currently a heat wave in the UK, so I'm currently dying of heat. But it's fine because today we're gonna get ready together and it's gonna be great. And yes, this probably is going to be like one of the most chaotic get ready with me's you've ever watched. But we're here for the chaotic vibes, right? So I think today I'm gonna be going for a bit more of like just a glowy natural look. I don't really want to do a full face of makeup. It's very hot outside, as I said, so I kind of just want to do my natural skin, but more with a little bit extra. So basically that just means glowy skin with like a little bit of mascara and eyebrows, but we will see. So I actually realised I haven't done like a sit down chatty video in what feels like forever. So hello, welcome. So to start off, we're going to be doing our skincare. So I'm going to be using the Paula's Choice 10% niacinamide. Someone once commented on my videos to tell me off for putting the dropper right on my face. So ever since that day, I've taken the advice and I only put it on my hand, so don't say I don't listen to you guys. And then I'm going to be going in with the Sunday Riley CEO 15% vitamin C brightening serum. Just one pump of that because that stuff literally is like liquid gold, is so expensive. Okay, and then we're going to be moisturising with the Weleda Light Skin Food. Actually almost ran out of this. So I actually went to Parklife Festival last weekend. I am just not a rave girly. Like there are so many people who are so into like D&B and raves and festivals. I have just never been that kind of girl. I've now been to 3 festivals in my entire life. I went to Reading Festival when I was 17. That was kind of like a rite of passage type of festival though, I'm gonna be honest. I very much went because it was like where everybody was going that summer at my school. And I did not listen to I maybe listened to 3 out of the artists that we went to go see, but the rest of them I had not got a clue like who they were. I'm then going to be spraying my face using the WB Co Prep Mist Watermelon Facial Spray. But yeah, I'm just definitely like not a rave girly. So like yeah, Reading Festival I very much went because it was like a rite of passage type of thing. Like I didn't go because I was like there to listen to the bands or anything, which is just not the right reason to go. But like I say, it was one of those things where everyone just went. And so I went because I felt like it was the thing to do at that age. And then I went to Detonate Festival, which is in Nottingham, when I was 21, I want to say. It was just after I left uni. And then now I've gone to Parklife. I mean, Detonate I went to because like all of my friends were going. It was a nice chance to like reunite in Nottingham. That was it. Like I didn't listen to a single person at Detonate. Parklife, however, there were actually a few artists there that I genuinely loved and listened to. One of them being the 1975, and oh my god guys, I literally have had the festival blues all week because I just am so sad that I'm no longer in that moment where I was in the crowd listening to 1975. Like it was just so good. Okay, so to cover up my spots and any of my dark spots, I'm actually just going to be using concealer today. I would usually use a tinted moisturiser. However, it seems that I have left my tinted moisturiser at my house, so we're just going to be doing concealer. Sorry guys, honestly, like I say, if you want a chaotic get ready with me, this is your video because I just don't have anything with me, so this is going to be very much like a makeshift get ready with me. But yeah, like I was saying, literally, oh, and the concealer I'm using is the L'Oreal Infallible 24-Hour Wear Concealer in the shade 330. Yeah, like I was saying about the 1975, it was so good. Like I literally didn't want it to end. I did not want it to end. It was so good. And like this whole week I was on the way to the office listening to the 1975 and I had to turn it off because I was literally so nostalgic, but I didn't, like, it was making me sad. I was that nostalgic that it was making me sad. Like, I was like, oh my god, I can't believe that it's like not happening anymore, like it's over. But we moved. I really enjoyed it and it was such a good time. So in other news, I am actually heading to Tunisia in Africa in about 2 weeks. I am so bloody excited. I just cannot even explain. It was actually a bit of a random holiday that myself and Josh booked. We very much went onto EasyJet Holidays website and we're like, okay, what is the most random place that we've never been? Let's just go. And Tunisia came up and we were like, you know what? Why not? Like, neither of us have ever been. You know, it's on the list of places to go. Why not? Let's go. So we're doing that in 2 weeks, which is very, very exciting. Except I literally don't know where any of my holiday clothes are. I need to do a whole clothes shop because I literally could not tell you where any of my holiday clothes are at all. Like, I don't know where they've all gone. Does anyone else do that? Like, they pack away their summer clothes and then they literally can't find them ever again. Don't know, maybe it's just me. Also, if you're wondering why I'm putting it on my neck, it's because my fake tan is going patchy on my neck and it just looks tragic, so we're going to try and balance that out a little bit. So that is the base pretty much done. I'm not going to do much more to it. One thing I am going to do is go in with my cream blush. So I've been using the Refi cream blush Himalaya. I literally love this stuff so much. Like, it's the best cream blush I've ever used. It just gives you such a lovely, like, natural flush. And it's so buildable and not hard to use. I feel like I have so many cream blushes where either you do one pump and it just ruins your makeup instantly, it doesn't go over powder, or like it's just not that pigmented, so you end up having to use lots. It's one of those. This one is just perfect. The only thing I'll say, you can't really use it with your fingers, you have to use it with a brush, otherwise it is quite hard to use. When used with a brush, it just blends perfectly. I really like going for the sunburn look, by the way, hence why I put it on my nose and just everywhere. Oh my god, someone at the festival the other day, I was actually, when I went, sorry, backtracking a little bit, but when I went to Parklife, I literally had multiple people say to me, is this your first festival? How rude. I was like, excuse me? My first festival. And do you know what the thing is as well? It wasn't even one person that said it to me. I had one person said it to me before I even like got there. It was actually like on the Friday when I was in my pajamas the night before, and someone just went, is this your first festival? I was like, no. And then when I was actually at the festival, someone else said it to me as well, and I was like, do I just give off like festival newbie vibes? Like, I literally got so in my head about it. I was like, oh my god, like, do I just, I don't know, like, why, like, can someone in the comments tell me why someone would say that? Like, why do I give off like this is my first festival vibe? Like, how rude. Okay, so next up I want to add a little bit more bronziness to my face. So I'm going to be using the Morphe 8L Lo-Fi contouring palette. I've literally had this for about 4 years, so it's kind of old. I need to get a new one. But I really love the bronzy shade for like no makeup looks, just because it's very blendable, and it's lovely warm toned. So it's not super like ashy and doesn't make you look gaunt. It just kind of helps you bronze up a little bit. Okay, so then I'm actually going to go in with like a tiny little bit of highlighter. I'm not really a highlighting girl anymore, to be totally honest. Sometimes I feel like highlighter can like totally ruin a makeup look. So I'm going to use the literal tiniest bit on the high points of my face. I might use a little bit more than that, but we'll see. And then I just use my finger to blend, but I hardly use anything because I don't want it to look like I'm wearing highlighter. Next up, I'm actually going to do my eyebrows, which is a bit of a random order. But when I do no makeup, my makeup order is a bit random, to be honest. So I actually use the WB Co brow soap and their activation spray. This is a facial spray and an activation spray, if you're wondering, it doubles up. But then I just literally get my spoolie and I rub it into the wax. And make sure my spoolie is nice and coated, and then I just run it through my eyebrows. I absolutely love this stuff. I have honestly had such a journey with brow gels. Like I've tried so many of the popular ones as well, like that people rave about, and just not really got on with any of them. However, this is the best like brow gel, brow soap I've ever tried. Like it just doesn't flake, it's really easy to use, it doesn't disrupt my makeup. The brow hairs actually stay in place all day. You know when like it looks like they're gonna stay in place all day and then like half of the day one of your eyebrows has just dropped? It's literally, that's the story of my life. You do not get that with this at all. Okay, so now my brow hairs are all stuck down. I'm just gonna wait for those to dry a sec. Is anybody else obsessed with the Blue Ivy videos on TikTok of her at Beyonce's concert? When she comes on stage and she's like, that's my tempo, that's my bloodline, go blue, get loose, get loose. Is anyone else obsessed with that? I literally have got that song in my head so bad, and that dance as well. And then I'm just gonna fill in any sparse spots using my Revolution brow pencil. I'm not gonna go super hard with this, I'm literally just gonna do it just at the bottom to give my eyebrow like a teensy tiny bit more structure. Okay, and then I'm gonna take the Kat Von D Dazzle Stick just to highlight my inner corners, maybe my brow bone, just like a teensy tiny bit. Next up, I'm going to be using the L'Oreal Lash Paradise mascara on my lashes. This is the best mascara ever. I'm not going to hear anything else about it. It's just an amazing mascara. Like, just does everything I want it to do, and it lasts a really long time as well. So I'm going to try and keep my lashes like kind of natural. Okay, so fun fact about me, if you didn't already know, I actually still live at my mum and dad's house back in St Albans. I still live at home with my parents, but I have a full-time job in London, and I'm currently saving up with my boyfriend to move out, but we're currently very much in a predicament about whether to buy or rent. Now, here's my predicament, okay? If we buy, it will realistically probably be another 2.5 to 3 years until we can afford to move out, by which time we will be around 25, 26, nearing our 30s, okay? Our mid-20s, we will be moving out like mid to late 20s, which is obviously a really long time to be living at your parents'. Like, I've lived at my mum and dad's house for 2 years already, and so that will be a total of like 5 or 6 years of my 20s living at my parents' house, which is a really long time to live at home in my opinion. Or we could feasibly, like realistically, move out and rent next year, which would mean obviously we get a lot more of our 20s being independent, but it would mean that we wouldn't be able to buy until our 30s. Like, it is a real predicament. There's nothing more like upsetting in this day and age than like working 5 days a week. Like, I have like a pretty good job. I have a pretty good job in London. You know, it pays well. It's what a lot of people would probably consider like quite a good job. I work in marketing, TV and film, and yet, like the housing market, like I go on the housing market and I'm like, okay, let's say I wanted to buy myself a 1-bed flat. Hey guys, major apologies, but I'm gonna have to move you off the windowsill because basically you're sat in the sun and my laptop, my camera is sat in the sun and it's overheating, so apologies for that. But yeah, I literally could not even afford like a 1-bed flat by myself. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's just very, very upsetting. So that's the predicament we're currently in. And it's a tough one, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I would move out in a heartbeat, and like, if I could, but it's just so expensive, like, especially buying down south. Like, obviously I would want to stay reasonably down south just because my job is down south, all my friends are down south. Well, not all of my friends, actually quite a few of my friends live in Nottingham, to be honest. But yeah, it's a tricky one. Is anyone else my age having that struggle at the moment where, like, honestly the housing market is just so depressing? Like, I would love to move out and just be independent and have my own place, but unless I move up north, like, it's not happening. Like, and so many people that live down south are kind of being forced to move more north because of how expensive it is, and I just feel like it shouldn't be that way. Like I shouldn't be bullied to moving up north just because of the housing market, do you know what I mean? Anyway, rant over. As you can see, I've done a very like natural eyelashes today. I normally would probably go a bit more, but I don't want to like do overkill and then it look weird against my natural makeup. So to finish off, I'm going to be using the Fenty Beauty Fenty Glow lip gloss. This is my favourite lip gloss. I literally have like 5 of these, one in every single handbag, just because I feel like I lose these so often and then have to repurchase them, but it is honestly the only lip gloss that I will buy now. It's just amazing. It is the best lip gloss. I will die on this hill. Ladies and gents, just about finishes up my get ready with me. Thank you so much for watching today's video. I hope you like the look. It's very much a natural glowy vibe, as I said, but I feel like it's too hot to be wearing a full face of makeup today, do you know what I mean? But I still feel put together. I feel like my skin's looking fresh. I've got second day curly hair. It's all good, the vibes are good. Sorry about the chaos that this video has actually been. Normally I'm way more prepared with my videos and they don't just like corrupt themselves. However, okay, apologies, I have just had to end the video again because my camera just overheated again, which is probably about a sign that I signed this off. Thank you so much for watching today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button and the notification bell if you'd like a notification every time I upload a new video. If you'd like to follow me on Instagram, my handle is @ella.houghton. Follow me on there for all the most up-to-date information on what is going on in my life, and follow me on TikTok. My handle is @ella.houghton and the last O is at 0. Thank you so much for watching and I will see you in the next one. Bye.